morning. Hey, we're going to begin our lesson today. And we're going to do a little activity with this lesson. As you know, we've been studying a lot about figurative language and all the different types of figurative language. And our final's coming up, right? So we want to prepare for that today by doing a little bit of a review and a little bit of an activity. So what we're going to do today is called Around the Room and Back Again, okay? So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to flash one of the words from our figurative language notebook on the board. Okay, just the word itself. The definition isn't going to be up there, just the word. And then what you have to do, and I'll give you about 1 minute, maybe even 30 seconds, we'll see how fast you are, to write an example of that element of figurative language. Okay, that's what you're going to do on your whiteboard, is come up with an example, a sentence, a phrase, using that in there, okay? Then I'll ring the bell, and then you have to share at your table, okay? You have to share at your table your figurative language element that you came up with, okay? Then, if there's one you really, really like, you're going to write it in your notebook, okay? It might be the one you came up with. It might be one your friend came up with, okay? Now, if someone wrote a sentence that wasn't the correct element of figurative language, you need to help them with that. Does that make sense? So maybe say the word is onomatopoeia and they accidentally wrote hyperbole, right? Like in a nice way, could you say something like, hey, that's a hyperbole. Do you remember what onomatopoeia is? Something like that. How else could you say that in a nice way? Like if you had to correct your neighbor, how else could you say it? What do you think?
I like what you wrote, but the word is onomatopoeia. That is a hyperbole.
Excellent, excellent. So kind of that positive reinforcement. I really like what you wrote. That's a good hyperbole, but we need to be doing onomatopoeia, something like that. Does that make sense? Just so we're practicing the correct way to do things. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so let's see. Do you have your notebook?
Sorry.
All right, were you too busy getting everybody else's notebook? You forgot to get your own? All right. Okay, so are you ready? So markers ready? And I really appreciate how nobody is like drawing on their whiteboards today. That's excellent. Good job. You're being focused today. Okay, here we go. First word is, okay, go, 1 minute. I like how Colin's looking in his notebook. Is it okay to look in your notebook today if you can't remember it exactly? Absolutely. Okay, you've got about 15 seconds. All right, so finish the word or two that you're on. Cam. Okay, hold on, we're gonna share with our table groups. Remember, we're gonna share with our table groups. Okay, so go ahead, share with your table groups. Now I see on a few of your boards, some of you did not come up with one. If you couldn't remember, if you couldn't think of one, write down one of your table partners' example of alliteration. Does that make sense? Okay, ready? Let's go. Share.
Joyfully jumps to the beat.
Apparently they're not doing the whole table. Okay, the list was sorted in language compared to Dunkin' Donuts?
Mine was
I put kale while eating
Bernice. All right, Hakuna. Hakuna. All right. Did you come up with some really good ones? Who has like the best one ever? Who just has one they just have to share? Brooke, read it. Do it. Okay, a little bit louder.
Krispy Kreme is compared to Dunkin' Donuts.
Krispy Kreme is compared to Dunkin' Donuts. Did we hear some alliteration in there?
Yeah.
You switched it, right? You switched it in the middle, right? She went from the K to the D. Who's one that stayed the same all the way through? Did someone just choose a sound and stay the same all the way through? Colin.
Colin kicked kale while eating kale.
Ah, that one sounds familiar. Did you do that one before? Okay, I remember that one. All right, Riley.
I did. McKenna made many muffins for multiple magnificent meals.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, ready for the next one? Erase that one. Erase that one. Here's the next word. Ready? Go. 1 minute. Think what? The three little, remember the story? Okay, about 15 seconds. All right, okay, now we're gonna do just a little bit of movement, okay? If you're on the inside of the table, remember how we have the outside of our tables? If you're on the inside of the table, you're going to move one table to your left. So Colin, we'll put you on the inside of the table. All right, so take your board with you. Ready, move. Go, go, go.
So do I go to the right there?
Yes, just,
Just gonna.
yes, go, let's move. You're on the inside of the table.
Right would be that.
One to the left. One to the left.
That's
You guys
the
stay there. Go.
Okay,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you should be with a new group of people. Share. Let's go.
Okay.
Share yours.
The trees dance in the lake.
That's the letter.
I know you have trees. A table. No, right?